Welcome to module number 3, session number 4. In this module, we shall look into assessing how to establish or contribute to the right risk culture, overcoming common challenges in application. So on the left side, we have common challenges, and on the right side, we have a column which kind of helps us address those challenges. Common challenge on the left side: disengaged stakeholders result in apathy and a tendency to tick the box on risk management instead of committing to using risk management to create as well as protect value. So how do we kind of address this challenge? We address it by embedding a culture that recognizes that people's perceptions are a major impacting factor of effective risk management, supporting the continued professional development of individuals involved in any risk management processes aspects like training, coaching, and mentoring risk advisors, for example, explicitly concentrating on the people-related aspects of risk management while implementing processes over the perspectives, designing reward and recognition systems that motivate risk instead of issue crisis management. Another common challenge is disbelief that it could occur to us. How is it addressed? By access to facilitators who are skilled and have the ability to engage and gravitas to challenge stakeholders as needed. Another challenge, the desire for positive attitudes that silence voices effectively that perceive the situation differently. How is it addressed? By encouraging conversion, or rather conversation regarding risk as a positive as well as value creating behavior. And the rest of the challenges, the remaining 9 challenges, are overcome by proper application of processes. So the challenges are laid out over here. Different approaches such as technology, technique, language, or process are utilized in different sections of the organization, causing confusion as well as inconsistent assessments that are combined with incapability of aggregating risk information and understanding the entire exposure to risk. And let me kind of read out another challenge over here, and then we'll look into how we could address them. In general terms, discussion of risk, but with an inadequate focus on the context and why risk matters to the particular objectives at risk. So these challenges could be addressed by proper application of processes, a strategic risk management policy as well as process guide that is clearly described and communicated and can be implemented over the organization. This could help resolve the inconsistencies that are laid out in the challenge. Clear criteria regarding what risk management processes aspects can be tailored. Leaders that are being clear regarding objectives and the capacity and appetite for risk for those objectives. A risk management process that identifies and engages the stakeholders who are relevant to the objectives as well as decisions being associated. A risk management process that evaluates the external and internal context. Oftentimes, when we look at a particular perspective, we might want to kind of think about engaging contexts which are external, internal in nature. For example, if you are looking at risk from a strategic perspective, it's important that we look into the external environments, the political, the economic, social, technological, legal, and environmental aspects of the external context, as well as the internal aspects. So the continuation of those 9 challenges that we talked about earlier on are laid out on the left side. Downside thinking, limiting the capability of exploring and exploiting upside opportunities. This could be addressed by keeping a concentration during risk identification on creating additional value by seizing opportunities, not only protecting value by evading threats. Data that is not being utilized to enhance estimates of the possibility of risk occurring, the possible size of impact, and the interconnections within activities and risks. This could be addressed by investing in analysis to create the risk information needed, drawing from historical data where relevant, as well as deploying relevant expertise in order to shape and challenge the data. Another common challenge, disconnection from decision making. Risk information exists but cannot be utilized practically at the moment where the decisions are being made. This could be addressed by clear communication of the significance of the decision and hence the extent as well as reliability of risk information needed. It could also be addressed by engaging stakeholders to know the limits of their confidence in risk information and the way this can be improved. Another common challenge is the delegation of activities that do not get resourced or performed. And this could be addressed by governance defining ownership and delegated authority for each and every objective. Continuous focus on whether risk management actions as well as activities are designed to add value. We've got a few more challenges as a part of those set of 9 ones. Disinterest in thinking about various possible futures, with leaders favoring to commit to a single plan A. This could be addressed by educating and supporting decision makers as they are discerning customers for risk information, including knowing the way contingency is determined and must be used. Dysfunctional reporting that provides a false picture is a common challenge, and this could be addressed by analyzing actual performance data, including information regarding risks that were identified, evaluated, and controlled or not. Another way of addressing is by establishing methods to judge the performance of risk management objectively. Another common challenge is the denial that risk management can be enhanced, and this could be addressed by refining the way value from risk management is judged with time to lead continual improvement, by keeping processes relevant by feedback on current practices from stakeholders and adjusting to fit the changes in the external as well as internal contexts. This could be addressed by being flexible and willing to adjust leadership so that risk management is fit for context. And finally, a continual risk management process that is applied to reflect changes to objectives with time. So good to kind of make note of these common challenges, and this could really help in putting the right controls and right components in place to address them. And this kind of brings us to the close of session 4, a part of module number 3. Thank you for listening.